and just connect our battery terminals using a 10mm socket and remove the ground. Using a 10mm socket and extension, we're going to remove this air box here. There's a 10mm bolt here. We'll remove this. We have two more in the back. I'm going to pop off the air tube right here, and there's one more bolt down below I want to get to. I'm just going to pop these lines out right here. I'm going to try and lift up this box. I'm going to go ahead and remove this 10mm bolt here. I'm going to just connect our battery clip here and pop off this unit here. Slide that right on out. Now right here we have access to the starter. I'm going to go ahead and grab this wire and gently just pull it upward. It actually just a connector that presses onto a spade connector on the side of the solenoid. Peel back your rubber boot here, and this is for your battery. I'm going to use a 12mm socket to go ahead and remove this nut. Pull that harness aside. If you want, you can reinstall that nut on there for now. Using a 14mm deep socket and our ratchet, let's go ahead and loosen and remove our forward mounted starter bolt. I'm going to go ahead and get to our lower bolt here. Let's go ahead and grab that starter. Lift that up and out. Let's go ahead and feed your starter down. Feed the gear into the transmission. I'm going to take my rearward mounted bolt. Once I get that lined up, set in, I'm going to reach around the back side. What you might have to do is just kind of rotate the starter a little bit until you feel that the bolt pops into the threaded hole there. See if we can get that caught a few threads. I'm going to take our forward mounted bolt and have it on or in the socket and on an extension. I'm just going to reach that up in there and try and get that started a few threads. And once we have that start a few threads, we'll go ahead and snug it down. All right, let's get our back bolt snugged up. Go ahead and torque this down to 33 foot-pounds. And repeat for the back. Let's go ahead and remove that nut here. Install our positive cable eyelet here. Get that nut reinstalled. Let's go ahead and snug that down. Pop your rubber boot on. Next, take the connector right here, press it down on top of the spade connector right there, and push that rubber boot on, and there you have it. Take our air box, line this up. We're going to work our air box back onto the filter box here. I'm going to go ahead and install our forward mounted bolt right here. Just going to get that caught a few threads. Next, we're going to go ahead and get our upper bolts lined up. Get our lower bolt lined up and installed. Get that started a few threads. Snug those down. Get our forward bolt here snugged down. Then we'll go down and get our lower mount installed, or our lower bolt. Let's snug that. We're going to install our intake tube right here. There's a little post on the bottom that's going to install into a rubber grommet. I'm going to feed this underneath. Might be easier to go underneath this way here. Try and snake that underneath the battery cable, like so. Pop the flex tube onto the air box here. Get our post mounted down below into that rubber grommet. Push that button in. Then we'll install our last 10mm bolt. Snug that down. I'm going to take our cables here. I'm going to pop these into the brackets. Let's go ahead and install our ground terminal here. Go ahead and snug that down.